welcome to Reset, a brand new modern worship experience brought to you by the pastor and the staff of Trinity Lutheran Church in Moline. We've been on quite a break because of this unprecedented and unexpected pandemic, but we're really excited now because we're relaunching, we're revamping, and we're resetting a brand new worship service. The worship team is very excited to be a part of this. We've been recording for the last several weeks due to social distancing and being able to stay apart from one another. You can tune in each and every week to either our Facebook, our official YouTube channel, or our website to experience this worship service. Hopefully, as things loosen up a little bit, we'll actually be able to do live in-person worship as well. We hope that you will enjoy this revamp, this relaunch, and this reset, and you will find this service very rewarding. Be sure to share this with your family and friends so they can tune in each and every week. So let's get started in worship with song, and welcome to Reset.
He's our rescuer, He's our rescuer. We are free from sin forevermore. Oh, how sweet the sound, oh, how grace abounds. We will praise the Lord, our rescuer. There is good news for the captive, good news for the shamed. There is good news for the one who walked away. There is good news for the doubter, the one religion failed. For the good Lord has come to seek and save. He's our rescuer, He's our rescuer. We are free from sin forevermore. Oh, how sweet the sound, oh, how grace abounds. We will praise the Lord, our rescuer. He is before the blind man, riches for the poor. He is wretched for the one the world ignores. He is pasture for the weary, rest for those who strive. Oh, the Lord is the way, the truth, and life. Yes, the Lord is the way, the truth, and life. He's our rescuer, He's our rescuer. We are free from sin forevermore. Oh, how sweet the sound, oh, how grace abounds. We will praise the Lord, our rescuer. So come and be chainless, come and be fearless. Come to the foot of Calvary. There is redemption for every affliction. Here at the foot of Calvary. So come and be chainless, come and be fearless. Come to the foot of Calvary. There is redemption for
were lots of religious authorities in Jesus' time. Well, there are still. And the thing about religious authorities is that they very often use well-meaning rules, well-meaning ideas to shore up their own power and, unfortunately, to separate people. There was a case when some of those religious authorities were saying to Jesus, look, you're not eating, and your disciples are not eating the way that they should and the things that they should. Now, this, of course, refers to what we would call today the kosher laws. And the kosher laws have some really important uses. They were there to remind the people that there were certain things that could be dangerous to eat if they weren't cooked properly or stored properly. There were things that shouldn't be eaten because it could really make a person sick. And so those rules make a lot of sense. But it's when you take rules and you twist them and bend them and use them as a club over people's heads that you really get into trouble. And Jesus understood that that's what was going on when they were scolding him and kind of wagging their fingers. So Jesus' response was interesting. He didn't say to them, well, look, you're wrong, or you're stupid, or get out of here, or whatever it was. He showed them some measure of respect and simply said to them, you know, it's not the stuff from the outside that hurts and poisons people. It's the stuff that's inside that comes out. I want to talk for a moment about healing. You know, this is a world that needs healing. And even before the year 2020, healing was something that people have always needed. Now, that healing isn't just medical healing or even emotional or mental healing. The healing that Jesus talks about is a whole body, a whole person, a whole self kind of healing. And he was talking about that kind of healing that day when he said that it wasn't the stuff from the outside, but the stuff that's in the inside that's a problem. I'm standing here in a beautiful spot on a March afternoon. The snow is starting to peel away. The leaves will be out maybe in a month or so. And we realize that God's creation is a big part of that healing. Now, it's been a long winter for where we are in Illinois. And it's nice to be able to get outside again. And that in and of itself can be healing. And God has provided for us everything we need around us to participate with God in our healing. But it starts in here. It starts first by recognizing that we need to be healed. Not just as we talk in a religious sense of sin and all that kind of stuff. No, even deeper. We've become disconnected from God and from each other. We've become separated from the very divine source that created us and everything we see around us today. And so the healing begins when we start to put that back together. Now, in an interesting way, some of that stuff does come from the outside. The sun, the air, that which we breathe, that which we eat, we drink, we take in. That's all part of our healing. But just as important as the natural world is the time that we take for worship, for prayer, for quiet meditation, whether it's in a nice place like this or in our homes or in a church or wherever it might be. All of us have something going on inside that needs to be repaired, to be renewed, to be reset each and every day. And that's why Jesus always encouraged us to do those things, to eat well, to breathe, to feel the Spirit each and every day as it participates in that internal healing. It's not a surprise that when the earth was created, the word for the wind, the spirit that moved over the waters, was ruach in Hebrew. Wind, spirit, breath. It's not a surprise that the Greek word for breath is pneuma, like, in a bad sense, pneumonia, but in its best sense, the wind, the breath, the air that we need to survive. And so as we breathe in this air of a coming spring, it's not just a natural thing, but it's a holy thing, a divine thing. Because we are breathing in that same ruach, that same pneuma, that same Spirit of God that has participated in creation for so long. But the first recognition, again, is our need for healing, our need to be in a good place inside and not so much worry about the outside, because the outside isn't what heals us. It's the inside. It's God dwelling in us and with us, and that breath of life as we breathe it in and breathe it out, that is the start of our healing. So I hope you'll take a moment each day, or maybe more than a moment, to breathe in and to breathe out, to take in the very Spirit of God, but also to breathe out the Spirit of God among us and with one another. That's all it takes. Not a complicated strategy, not a complicated prescription. Just breathe and know that what comes out is a function of what comes in. And if we pay attention to both of those things, God will lead us on the healing path that we need. Thanks for joining us today.
Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Holy, holy is He. Sing a new song to Him who sits on heaven's mercy seat. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Holy, holy is He. Sing a new song to Him who sits on heaven's mercy seat. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. mention of your